Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is V. You've been divinely guided by Holy Spirit to attain a little piece of the puzzle. You probably have a piece over here and a piece over here, and typically I am the connecting dot. I connect the pieces. Make sure you don't see nothing, guys. Because I don't know how to do that blurry thing. So, however they do that, I don't know how to do those things or edit. So, um, extensively, whatever. So to my OGs, I'm tired, John. It's hot out here, but I got to record the video out here, so there's no background noise in reference to uploading the video. So, um, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez, oh jeez. Give me a hug, fam. Give me a hug. Oh, tried to go get my nails done today. My nail shop's closed, so I gotta go another day. So it is what it is. But let's get into this. So I actually tried to record this video earlier today too. And when I tried to record the video earlier, um, it began to rain, not coincidentally. And it's a little bit longer than what I expected. So I'm just gonna let the Holy Spirit flow. And I want to say that to people too as well. The Holy Spirit is having you not do notes and he's downloading stuff to you. There's a reason for it because the original and the copy has to copy the notes. And if there's no notes to copy, the copy can't copy it. If it's flowing from the Holy Spirit and it's direct, then it makes it very obvious who is the real and who is not the real. That's what the Holy Spirit said to say. So follow his instructions. I'm sure you are, but there's some out there that's like you're used to doing things a certain way, but the Holy Spirit's doing it a certain way for a reason. So flow when he tells you to flow, go live when he tells you to go live, all those things. We're going to get into that here too as well. Um, and I did go into it as the last video, also as far as worshiping live. If he tells you to worship live, there's a reason for it. There's absolutely a reason for it. So, um, but let's get into this. I literally have tried to shake this feeling, this heavy weightiness that the Holy Spirit has given me in reference to this, because it's to me, in my human knowledge, it is bad timing, but I'm sure Holy Spirit has a reasoning behind it, and why He's doing it, and He's not letting it go, and I understand it, and it's probably requiring me to reveal more personal information than I'd like to reveal, but I have to do what the Holy Spirit says again. So I have to give what He says to give, how He says to give it, when He says to give it, to the best of my ability. So let's get into this. So this is going to have something like, as the title, The Treatment of God's Daughters, which the reason why I said that before is because Father's Day is right around the corner. But the Lord has been talking to me about some grimy. I'm a seer, and these levels of evil I didn't even know existed, and I see. So this stuff is so great. I told the Lord I need vacations. I need like 14 back-to-back vacations after what I've done, like even up until now. Because this is grimy stuff. Stuff you would never, if you have a good heart, you would never even imagine to even think to do this to your worst enemy. It's not even something that would even enter your mind. And these people are out in these streets doing this stuff. So let's get into it. So it's going to have something about God's daughters. And I do know that. And for other prophetic voices that have been speaking on this, the Lord's been having you speak on it. He's been having you see or get information on this. It's the same thing here. So let's get into this. And I've seen some of y'all too, and I love y'all. So where do I even start, Lord? Okay, I heard that. I heard that, Lord. All right, understand that the enemy doesn't care how he gets to his end goal, and he has no, the way the Holy Spirit's telling me to say it is conscious or remorse for child, woman, vulnerability, a person vulnerable, an elderly person. He has no conscience for that. He sees what he wants, whether that's a soul, a destiny, um, whatever it is that he's desiring. there's no conscience there for, okay, I heard that Holy Spirit. He said this, the conscience is seared for the people that are operating for the enemy. So there's no conscience in or respect for like the human aspect. It's the only way I can put it. Like, I just turned 52 not too long ago, and you used to give respect to elders, and you gave up your seat and things like that. There's just this is beyond demon time, y'all. It's beyond demon time. So let's get into what this is. The enemy wants what you have at all costs. You are inconsequential to the equation. He only sees what he wants. Okay, I saw that, Holy Spirit. The way the Holy Spirit showed it to me right now is like this. My nose is itching. Golly. Golly. He's giving me more information. This is really heavy on his heart because he's literally downloading. Imagine okay, so I'm explaining this way. He's explaining this way. Because if anybody's ever played like a video game and it's a war video game where you got men on one side, men on the other side, like a military game, and they're going at it between each other. It's kind of like the way the Holy Spirit just showed it to me is night vision. Oh, see, I don't play games. Like, I'm not a game player as far as that's concerned. I really don't. So, but I've seen it in passing. So, for instance, what are this called? Y'all are gonna have to tell me what it is because I don't know what it is. But he's showing it to me in my vision very clearly. So I've seen it in passing on video games, or let's just say you're playing in your video game with I don't know. This is how old I am, y'all. Hulk Hogan. I don't know. The Hulk. Okay, the Hulk. Okay, the Hulk. Okay. And the video game will tell you his weaknesses, his strengths, his strength level. It'll also give you like the weapons that he has available to him, and the food, like the also the what do you call it? Money, all that kind of stuff. That's how the enemy is looking at us right now. On the battlefield, we look like that. And he is literally treating us like that as God's kids. So all he sees is what he wants from you. And you do know, like in video games, I've seen this happen. I don't know what it's called, but when you're playing the game and you literally can overtake that person and take all their stuff, that's all he's after right now. That's it. He doesn't care how he gets it because he doesn't have legal rights to it. He's after it. So when you are warfaring, you need to, or during warfare, you need to war in that position, in that proper war position. Ooh, the wind is picking up. That's something serious. You need to war in that proper war position to understand that's how he's seeing you. To the point of this AI, even it's being set up so even if you're not there, they can manipulate it and get things off of you. That's it. That's the whole thing. But prior to AI coming out, here we go. The enemy had to use real players. He still has to use them, but he had to use real people. And this is the part that the Holy Spirit wants me to break down. So that's one piece of the puzzle. Bookmark it, keep it there, and take what you need of that. But this is the other part. So you being a woman and that person being a man, no consequence to the enemy. He just sees what he wants. So pretty much God is tired of people messing with his daughters. He is tired of it. I mean, like sick, vomiting, throwing up tired of it. No cap. That's what he said. He said to say no cap. So he's tired of it with his sons too, but I gotta speak on the portion that Holy Spirit's given me, and to the beautiful men on this channel. I know Father's Day is coming up. This is not a reflection to you, for to those beautiful spiritual dads that cover their women and sons and daughters beautifully, especially the daughters. We honor you and we give you the highest respect. But I gotta say what he says to say when he says to say it. So this is a hard message because of this. So he said the weapons are formed, but they will not prosper. I need to mention that here. So these are the weapons. These are some of the weapons, is the way he's telling me to say it, that that have been used against his daughters that they may not be aware of in the spiritual realm, that need to be pulled down and shattered and destroyed. And unbeknownst to his daughters, men have been some of the weapons that have done the greatest destruction. And what he means by that, we're going to get into. We're going to get into it. And unknown to them is what he's unknown to them. Okay. So leave that there as a bookmark. All these are going to tie together. A weapon of the enemy when you were in the world was intimacy. And during intimacy, things are exchanged. So because things are exchanged during intimacy, whew, this is so hard. It gets into so many levels and so many layers, Lord. How deep do I go? Okay. That's my Lord, guys. Because during intimacy, things are exchanged, these evil men, okay? He's specifically saying, and I know this is true, Eastern Stars, Masons, um, Eastern Stars are women, Masons are men. So we'll speak to the Masons. It happens on both ends, because it does, but he wants me to speak specifically to the women. They, but it could be anyone that's operating on the dark side. They ascertained what you had spiritually, whether it's a destiny they wanted, or specifically in particular this time frame now, to steal from you or swap with you, create spiritual kids with you, siphon from you. Lord, why? Oh my gosh. I don't want to know that. I want to cry, guys. So these evil men, sorry, my allergies, I just smell pollen. These evil men, probably. Susie was, okay, so let me explain. Yeah, he's showing and talking to me about stuff. So these evil men were, if they were spiritually indebted and over indebted and they met you, oh my gosh, Lord. I gotta explain the way the Lord said. And spiritually indebted, when a chosen one came along, you were a spiritual credit card. They used you. They used what they took from you or being connected to you or having access to your body and the spiritual gifts in you when you were open through intimacy to pay their bills. Golly, Lord. But now that's come due. And that's a part of the wanting to reconnect because you're not spiritually indebted in that way. And they're overextended spiritually. So what he said to say that he keeps showing it to me. So he keeps showing me this girl thought this guy liked her because, and he was really cute and kind of out of her league, but the reason why he liked her is because of what he could spiritually take from her. Oh my goodness. In addition to this, if you were born into a family or a bloodline that was over indebted, they saw in the bloodline what you had and wagered what you had. This is also the reason why they're coming at you so strong right now because it's due. It's become due. This is also why your family didn't like you. You don't like a sacrifice. It's, when you're raising a lamb to slaughter or you're raising a pig to slaughter um, or a cow to slaughter, you don't have affection for it. So the outcast is for a reason. So any of these men that you could have been involved with could have been trying destiny swap transfers, um, wealth transfers. And as a matter of fact, he's saying some of them aligned with certain women for that reason to do these things. I'm not saying it doesn't happen to men either, because I saw an example where it did, and I was like, wow. But now I see that from a different lens because I understood he was up on game. But why would he be up on game? Yeah. So they're aware of it. Oh goodness, what else, Lord? I don't know if he wants me to get my story. So I'm not. Do you want me to stay here? So yes. Okay, I had an ex, and this happened. I think I put it on another video, and they still are trying to do the same thing, the destiny swap, with me. First, they tried spiritual children, and it was hellacious night after night of intimacy, forced intimacy. I'm a celibate Christian, which is disgusting. And to think about that beyond disgusts me. And it was night after night of hellacious warfare. And when I asked the Holy Spirit, I was like, Holy Spirit, what in the world? And he was like, destiny swap. They're trying to do a destiny transfer. I'm like, Lord golly. They tried spiritual children through the destiny transfer. Then shortly after, even though, my son was in contact with this person, then my son disappeared. Holy Spirit warned me and all that kind of stuff. At all costs, that's why the video says at all costs, unalived or alive, they want what you have. I mean, this is on a level, this isn't even on a human level. You have to know that this is on a demonic level because of the extents that they're going to get it. Just unimaginable levels. Some of these transfers, thank you, Holy Spirit, I saw that, were even done when you were a child, before you had any concept of a relationship. Um, the Lord had brought my memory back to something a while back. And even as a seer, I knew something was really up with this. And I couldn't, as a child, quantify it because the person was so nice to me, and as a child, when you have childlike feelings, you always think, oh, wow, this is great. This is better than at home. And, this is wonderful. And no, they've been stealing. Some of these people have been stealing from you. This goes for sons and daughters, so this part does. Since you were a child, and they made contracts on you as a child, they got things off of what was in you, even as a child. Like, who does that? Like, who does that? Like, where hope I get it all. I heard the Holy Spirit just say they've been living off your fruits. Some people, even from a child, and what the Lord put inside you. If somebody's stealing from a child that doesn't even know, that's a whole nother level of disgusting evil. Just really. Okay, Lord. What else? Okay, I heard him say Cinderella. Cinderella. It's like Cinderella. You were treated as the wicked stepdaughter. Uh, They did steal from Cinderella, Lord. I forgot about that. We're gonna get into a whole nother series on Disney. It was actually prompted by two comments here, guys, in reference to the video, and I pinned it um here. So I think it was on. I don't remember what video it was on, but if you see a pinned comment and I said it was coming, y'all's comments. Holy Spirit just was like, so I can only say this so that you understand. Then we'll get into that. That's a whole nother shebang. So I know Stephanie P. Smith goes into it, but it's, oh my goodness, y'all. So Walt Disney and he was really trying to put y'all up on game right in front of your face, which is what they did. He was putting y'all up on game. So Cinderella is a true story. There are tons of y'all out there like Cinderella. That's why the Holy Spirit uses some of us as Princess Cinderella or Princess Jasmine or Princess this or that, because these things actually happen in the spiritual realm. Um, Snow White and the mirrors and the beauty spells and things like that, they actually happen in the spiritual realm. This is actually true. So that's a whole nother, that's probably 2, 3 videos. That's a whole nother thing. So you were treated the way you were treated, even by family, whether that's mother, auntie, father, because of what's in you. That's for this time frame that they wanted. And he said they did sacrifice after sacrifice. They invoked demon after demon and God after gods to get what you have inside you and were born with. And that it created extreme jealousy, extreme rage, extreme hatred, because they went to their altars over and over and over again and they still couldn't get it. So they are willing to go to all lengths, to the ends of the earth and more than the ends of the earth, to take it from you at all costs. Did I get everything about the daughters right now, Lord? Okay, I heard that. He said he's stopping the abuse of his daughters spiritually. He said enough is enough. Enough is enough. He said creatures, vile creatures of darkness. What else, Lord? Enough is enough. He said enough is enough. And I'm getting the impression he's coming to handle it personally because he's over it. He really is. And for the new glory children that are coming, You're not gonna have it because they're gonna have the seed of both sides in them, and they are going to need to be protected like never before. Like never ever before. And the enemy has all kinds of plans in reference to that. We bind them by the blood of the Lamb. Can't stand that little ninja. Um, and he's I heard him say to walk in their full calling. Okay. So did I get everything, Lord? I think I did for this part. There's so much more. You have to sit with the Holy Spirit. I'm just a catalyst on this. I'm not to go through all of the things, but oh man, Lord, oh my gosh. I gotta say what he said to say. Y'all give me a minute. This is gonna be, I hope it's like 26 seconds. He showed me, some of you, the reason why you were targeted for, how do I put this without triggering algorithms of YouTube, being taken that way intimately is for this reason. Because they had to produce something in the spiritual realm. Yeah. Hey, Lord, I never wanted to know that. Oh my gosh, I'm so I want to cry. And I'm so sorry if you went through that. They were trying to force produce something in the spiritual realm. And then the trauma bonding too, which is another video here. Um, Intimacy trauma bonding is what he said to say. Yeah. Hey, Lord, is there anything else? I think that's it for this, guys. So this is heavy, but a lot of the stuff lately is, as y'all see, all these have been birthed the same day or a day or two ahead of time, max. So that's it, guys. I'm gonna need rest at this point. So I'm gonna let you go, and I will see you in the next video. So if this video is for you, though, the Lord wants you to pray for, he did say this, he's saying this down. He wants you to pray for revelation of all these things that are hidden in deception so that you see the real reason why the enemy did it to you. Is that a feather? There. The real reason why the enemy did it to you, okay? And what he was trying to take. This is for men to do it for their daughters, but also for future daughters, but as well as women to do it for themselves. So the full strategy of the enemy is revealed. I heard that word. He said, pray that all deception comes out in the open. He said, pray that all deception comes out in the open. The deception and warfare. And the reason why the enemy made strategic moves against you. Yeah, he said that in Jesus' mighty name. So I will see y'all in the next video. All right. Bye, guys.